take them out or capture their base. Let's go.
Alright, on this map I tend to go down this particular path simply because the only weak spot of this tank is the lower glacis, and I can hide it when positioned like this. Everything else is pretty sloped and well armored. Catch an E75 there. I also see the object 268. Aim that one incorrectly, so missed that one.
They've spotted us.
I see the enemy bulldog, and I know that the object 268 is there as well. Try to figure out if I should go ahead or not. Maybe the E75 pops out a bit. Maybe I can get a shot at him. There I see him. Doesn't really pop out. The fatherland's going. He's probably going to take a huge shot from the object 268. Boom. There. Okay, so now I know the object 268 has got a 13-14 second reload, but I don't really have line of sight into him. I see him. Unfortunately, I aim right at his spike nose, and he gets one into me. So now I'm trying to use this little ridge here. Maybe you can get one more shot at him. And that one does spin, however he gets me as well. So at this point I'm at 186 health, less than 10% of the health remaining. Got get one more shot. I see the bulldogs pretty much taken out. Trying to see if I can get. Now the object 268 got tracked. So I just need to keep him tracked. This has got a pretty fast reload. And boom, he's out. Look at the remaining tanks. Another E75 is there. And in hindsight, I probably shouldn't have climbed this slope, because I really was just trying to get out of the line of sight of the E75 here. Now here's where the craziness starts. I see he's fired. He's probably got like an 8-9 second reload. And I do know enemy tanks tend to have no idea what to do when they face my object 263 face to face. As you saw that there was one bounce. So just go face hug him. Or get close to face hugging him, and they keep bouncing because they don't really know what to do. They think you're on 186 health. One simple touch should do. There, another bounce. Get him again, and at this point I'm simply trying to keep him tracked. Boom. Alright, so that was fairly lucky. At this point I didn't care if I lived or died. I was just trying to get my dailies if possible. And I see a Ferdinand. Now the Ferdinand itself is not a big threat. It really depends on if I can get a good angle at him or not. Motherland trying to spot for me. I'm hoping he'll be able to spot for me. He fires one, obviously it doesn't pen. This is my first mistake of the day. I knew I should have aimed at the lower glacis, but I didn't, and the Motherland pays the price for that. I pen him. He bounces off me. Now at this point I see that I only one other teammate, and the teammate is surrounded by both the mouse and another heavy. So now I'm like, okay, maybe I should just go back up the slope and try and support him if possible. Okay, that's a T-32. Alright, so let me go up there. If I can pen the mouse some, might make the job of the T-30 just a bit easier. Who knows? That's a KB4, okay. Okay. Let's see here. That's a good angle.
That one left a big hole.
Look at the health of that thing. It's insane. Nice. That's a good angle I've been getting on him. So I was lucky from that perspective. I see a full health T-32, so I was contemplating whom to take out now. But since that's a full health, I was thinking maybe I can still get the mouse. But I didn't have a shot on the mouse, so I took it on the T-32. Now I have a shot on the mouse. Look at that, he's on a sliver of health. But the T-32 is out of commission, so at this point it's 1 out of 3. I just fire one more, maybe hoping to get a shot. I see the T-32. I shouldn't have fired that last shot. Instead I should just waited. Fired him. Luckily I catch him on fire. Another mistake I made here was not loading the heat shells. That would have taken him out right here, but instead
Zero penetration.
I chose standard ammunition, and that obviously bounced off him. This point now I switched to heat, but now I don't have any more sight into him. So I've got a heat loaded, and now I'm thinking the Ferdinand probably knows that I'm up here because he's seen his teammates lose health, so he's probably going to catch me from behind, and of course there he is. So I fire that heat shell into him, go back to regular prem. Thankfully he does not get me, and now I just charge him. Boom. Alright, now this is where the cat and mouse kind of begins. I do remember my heart was kind of racing. I was like, okay, I'm this close to maybe carrying this match. I should probably just think this out a little bit. So I did see the T-32 go to our base. I do not see the counter, however, so I'm thinking he's probably just lurking there waiting to catch me if I come there. So I'm just gonna slowly inch towards home base. I also know that the mouse was here somewhere in the vicinity, so I obviously don't want to be caught by the both of them. So far I haven't seen the T-32. I'm thinking, okay, so let me just go. No sign of the T-32 or the mouse. I'm thinking, let me just go to the edge of the map and slowly inch towards home base, because that way at least I know I won't be flanked. And mind you, if you've not noticed, I've loaded prem rounds it just to make certain that I do indeed pen whomever I catch. Now I and hang off a sixth sense. Another bounce, and boom, 230 to the route. Whew! Alright, now at this point I know the mouse is on a sliver of health. I load heat shells, and I'm like, let me just race towards the enemy camp and start camping. Hopefully that way I'll force him to come to me. So I'm just going full speed ahead from this side. Because I'm still thinking the mouse is in the other side. And what do you know? He spots me. He's a tad late. Boom. That was the best match I've had in World of Tanks ever since I started this game. $7,600 damage. 1,600 blocked without even wanting to block. Well, maybe a little bit. 5 kills out of 7? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yep. 7 enemies, I got 5 kills.